Okay, I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Do the Wrong Thing. It's a book series or extremely long novel that opens with a woman trying to kill herself. She says, "I don't know why I tried to do this," and by way of explanation tells her life story. We're about 2/3 through the series in approximately book 4. At this point in the story, Ava Mueller, the protagonist, talks about the difficulty she has remembering how things happened when she was in her mid-20s. This particular section would appear before the ones I've been reading in recent weeks about the punk bands and boyfriends. And my question is, should I even include these? Now I have 2 rap concerts to stick in somewhere. I'm going to become immersed in punk and industrial music, and while the rap could have happened concurrently, Schoolie D and Ice-T played Arbor in 1989, so I must have gone to these concerts then. I'll plunk them in here. The RBU auditorium is empty. Emily and I look at each other before walking across the floor. It's wood shiny with reflections from the harsh white stage lights. A sparse crowd mills in front of a raised platform, boys and girls, almost literally, because they look like teenagers, uniformly wearing baggy jeans and oversized t-shirts. I'm confused. Why are teenagers here? This is a guy who rhymes things like, "Pussy ain't nothing but meat on a bone, you suck it, you fuck it, you leave it alone." I'd take Jero to Public Enemy, but never to Schoolie D. Emily and I stop about 2 meters from the back of the group. "Excuse me," says a chubby girl with long blonde hair, while her friend stares at us with wonder-filled eyes. "Yeah? Are you music scouts?" Emily and I look at each other and laugh awkwardly. "No," Emily says. The bewildered girls look from Emily to me to Emily again. "Oh," says the blonde when neither Emily or I elaborate. Smiles flicker across their faces, then they turn and enter the crowd. I watch as they confer with some other fabulously young children. Then several look back at us, see me watching, then quickly turn and bow their heads together again. Emily gives me one of her wry smiles. I feel so old. When Schoolie finally takes the stage, spitting some of my favorite raps, PSK, Gangster Boogie, and Super Nigger, I can't get lost in them the way I do at home or on my bike with my Walkman. I've never not been part of a group at a concert before. That's what's so cool about big music events. It's like you just made 100 or 5,000 new friends. It's not like that here. The kids are mainly white. That's not it. There are very few girls, I realize. But the alienation is probably because there's no booze. You can't even buy a pop. So if you happen to get a Mickey past security, you couldn't surreptitiously pour alcohol into a pop. Good luck sneaking swigs straight up in this scant crowd. You'd be spotted in a minute. "Are there any ladies in the house?" Schoolie asked from the stage, ignoring or not seeing Emily and I. We're out of reach from the lights. That's another thing. There's no light show, no costumes, no props. Schoolie, alone on an unadorned stage with his DJ. "Any ladies?" A couple kids raise their hands. Schoolie motions for them to come forward and bends down on one knee at the front of the riser as if he's going to talk to them. When the girls get close to him, he addresses the crowd instead. "I knew there were ladies in here because my dick is hard," he says. Emily looks at me and raises her eyebrows. "Stand on the corner at 9:15, me and Code Money sipping Thunderbird wine. Met up with a bitch and her name was Susie. Some say a floozy, I say a doozy. Told me and Code about a gangbang party. Said be early, don't be tardy. If you be late, you're going to be sorry. 2 seconds later, I popped a Hardy." I know gangster rap is sexist, but it's not any worse than what I experience every day, I reason. At least rappers are honest. And they also bring light to the desperation of Black people into human rights issues like racism. "You are Negro." "Yeah." "You are Negro." "Yeah." You are Negro." "Say it, Negro." "Good. Learn to listen well. You get an A." "Am I Black enough for ya? America, I don't need no icicle hysterica. All I need is my blackness. Some others seem to lack this. Am I black enough for ya? Am I black enough for ya?" Schoolie's black enough for me. I can tune out the parts I don't like. I drag Emily. Okay, I don't know if drag her to an Ice-T concert, also in the auditorium at Arbor U is the right word. Maybe she went because these concerts happened at the university and she liked college rock. She could have said no at any time, but she didn't. Anytime I put on cassettes by Ice-T, Boogie Down, or KRS-One, she listened, then came back with Sonic Youth or Faith No More. She felt the same as I did when I heard Faith No More. All my rap did was reaffirm for her that her taste in music was better than mine. Maybe she influenced me to shift away from rap. Her, along with Nerd and Doof, and the absence of my half-black friends, Posey and Tito. I've always been easily led, cowardly, go along with the crowd. That's me. Ice-T's concert is way busier than Schoolie D's. The auditorium is full with a lot of huge, well-built black men. Ice-T, in fact, is a huge, well-built black man with a row of dark-clad security guards in front of the stage and stationed at intervals around the back walls of the room. I'm not a super fan of T's. Between the two Ices, Cube is my favorite, but T will do in a pinch. I don't want a repeat of the contrition I feel for not going to Public Enemy. Dance! Ice-T bellows from the stage. What the fuck are you doing here if you don't want to dance? Emily and I aren't the only ones not dancing, thank God, but we are in direct view of Ice, standing as we are at the back against the wall, and the lights aren't as bright as Schoolie's, so Ice can see better. I squirm, wondering if he really is looking at us. He seems to be. Emily looks at me, and we share a nervous smile. Ice turns his attention back to the crowd in front of him and launches into I'm a Pusher. From our vantage point, we can see what I presume is entourage backstage. There's one woman, arms folded rigidly across her chest, sitting on a chair, glowering at him. His wife? As buff and polished as he is, she is not. Her hair is in a loose bun, no makeup. Wearing a shapeless black dress, she verges on portly. Is she here to keep her proud pimp man away from the other women? Ice-T boasts about his pimp past and his gang affiliations. I don't like the pimping, but in the words of the better Ice, tell me what the fuck am I supposed to do?